Imagine a child that has only had access to like a 24 box of crayons for most of their youth. And their parents one day, maybe it's their birthday, get them a 120 box of Crayolas. In this analogy, you'd think they'd be overjoyed. Whoop-de-frickin-do, I got more colors to work with. But instead, they crash out because now I have more colors than I know what to do with. That analogy fits perfectly with a concerningly large chunk of the Minecraft community from what I've noticed, and I'm pretty sure y'all have noticed that too in a lot of discussions. What is poppin', everyone? Bubbly here, and we are back with yet another video. And today I'm going to finally be discussing my grievances with a very specific chunk of the Minecraft community, which I know that some of y'all also have your grievances with. The old Minecraft is better kind of people. Which, yeah, some of their grievances with the current game are fairly understandable, especially when it comes to potion brewing. I hate that I need a blaze rod just to brew 30 at a time. Which, yeah, I get, like I'm saying, I get where some of the frustrations come from, but I'm not 100% in agreement that old Minecraft was better. So a while back, a friend of a friend was going to make a Minecraft server and was asking what version to make it in. And they recommended that the latest version be 1.12. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind, I'm not interested. Just look, y'all, I'm going to be real. Minecraft had its biggest evolution during the update Aquatic, or 1.13 for those uninitiated. But at the same time, there were people that jumped ship because of 1.13. Had features that if they came out several years ago, nobody would complain. It's just, I find it hard to believe that after 1.13, you can do proper swimming instead of bobbing around in the water or walking or barely making any distance, granting actual incentive to go underwater other than the ocean monuments. And you're telling me that you'd prefer to go back before that? When the only things underwater was clay and gravel and sand and nothing else? Can y'all level with me? That is just so hard to believe. That and a new movement option. Like, you gotta admit, for the time, that was cool. Fast forward 8 years later, Happy Ghast gets announced, and there are motherfuckers that are actually mad about that. We get a new means of transportation and a way to build in the sky. We are talking a whole new means to make more ambitious builds even easier to do. How can you not be happy about that? That's a great change. Gone are the days of having to pillar up and not accidentally kill yourself. Even taller buildings, skyscrapers, sky islands. What is wrong with that? Like, from an objective standpoint, can anybody tell me the issue other than nostalgia blindness? Like, especially when scaffolding was introduced, you want to tell me you want to just use that? Like, you can cover more ground with less resources. And on top of that, makes it even easier to do it in your mega build or sky base in multiple sittings safely and not have to pillar all the way down. You really want to go back to that? Are you serious? And yeah, there are people who will tell you with a straight face that they want to go back to that era. On the topic of that, let's talk about PvP, for example. Now, a lot of people were livid when the new PvP changes came out. No, we can't spam click anymore. Like, isn't that kind of better when you think about it? Because it literally, PvP, most of the time, would literally boil down to who could click the fastest or strafe the fastest. Now you gotta time it. Yeah, sure, there's still a flaw where you can still click during the cooldown, which I really hope they fix. Like I'm saying, it's not perfect, but we're getting somewhere. And like literally everybody had the exact same kit. There's like this one definitive optimal kit that it's like if Smash Bros. Brawl, but everybody mains Meta Knight. That's what Minecraft PvP was like. And slowly but surely, as updates go by, we are getting more and more options for PvP, more ways to express ourselves and develop unique fighting styles and cater to our preferences. And there are people that have a problem with it. It's not Minecraft anymore. I mean, it's a game about creativity and self-expression. And now you have a means to do that in the combat as well. Seriously, what is wrong with that? That is an objective improvement. Like, once the spear comes out fully, that motherfucker's gonna be my main weapon. I don't know about y'all. Like, we've been using this. Like, if you've been using the same weapon for 15 years, you're gonna get kind of sick of it. I don't know how they don't. An element of strategy is becoming more prominent than it ever has before. It's becoming less and less about who has the strongest equipment, and rather who has the biggest brain. The mace and spear require actual skill to use correctly into their full potential. With the diamond sword, it's like click, 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 strafe, strafe, strafe. Well, yeah, it will never not be unviable. It's nice to have options. God, we need a magic update. Imagine having a wizard on your PvP team. Or a cleric. What I don't get is that people have no problem playing it with the new weapons and mods, but the moment a new weapon is made official, they're livid. They're absolutely fuming. It's such a weird double standard that I don't seem to grasp. That makes no sense at all. Like, I go back into the same server to say how excited I am for the spear, and then I'm gonna swap it out for the sword as my main weapon. And I get the reply, oh, so you don't play with mods? I mean, yeah, I like mods. Don't get me wrong. I like a fun mod. But it's nice to have one less thing to download, you know? I will reiterate, I'm not treating Minecraft like this perfect thing that can do no wrong. There are still inherent flaws that need to be fixed. Enchanting, for example. Like, having an enchantment table isn't even all that viable. When you can just get a librarian to just get the books you want. The mending enchantment being absolutely mandatory is a major complaint that I can kind of see where they're coming from. No, let's be real. Durability and how it's executed in Minecraft is borderline stupid. Now I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent. Maybe all the weapons and tools and stuff should go the route of the Elytra, where once it hits 1 durability, you get a broken version, and then you have to repair it. If I recall correctly, Stardew Valley does that exact same thing, and it's implemented really well. Your tool or weapon breaks, you go to the blacksmith, you go and get it, you give them the materials, and you go get it repaired, and you can do it over and over and over again. Maybe that system and mending can coexist if we slightly nerf mending a little bit to where the repair from XP is slightly lower than what it is now, you know? Where it's a decent thing to have, but it's not absolutely mandatory to have the best gear. Like, Minecraft is a community-driven game. We work with Mojang to get what we want. For years and years and years, I think y'all remember this. We wanted the Nether to get updated to where it had biomes and to be more diverse, and we got what we wanted. Same one for the cave update. There was so many memes about a Minecraft cave update and how badly we wanted it, and there was so many requests for it, and everybody was throwing ideas around. And in time, we eventually got it. But there were people who weren't pleased with it either. But hey, it goes to show you can't please everyone, even if you give them exactly what they want. And you know what? That's okay. A game made for everybody is a game made for nobody. No matter what you do, there's always going to be somebody who's unpleased. Nobody's perfect. No game is perfect. And maybe it's better that way. Perfection is a myth. If it did exist, it's kind of sad. You know, there's nothing left to work towards. It's a dead end. Perhaps it's better that perfection stays a myth. This thing we can't attain. There's always something better to work towards. More avenues to improve. There's something beautiful about that. Really. Now, if perfection did exist, it'd be like being maxed out in a JRPG. Like level 99, you can mow through everything in your path. There's no challenge, almost no challenge anymore. Nothing left to work towards. Wouldn't that suck? Wouldn't you miss accomplishing something great in the face of extreme adversity? Overcoming great challenges? Because really, what is life without struggle and hardship? We need the struggle to appreciate our triumphs. Alright, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you all for hearing me out if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all like and subscribe. We're almost to 1,300 subscribers, and, well, I'll see